Roar! Roar! Mark, don't start eating yet. You can't eat until we've said the blessing. What do you mean we have to say the blessing? We say the blessing at home, but we don't have to say the blessing here. This is Grandma's house. What makes you think we don't have to say the blessing at Grandma's house? 'Cause Grandma knows how to cook. Sheesh! I sure had a tough time when I was going to school. Like one time, the teacher asked me, Kaz, if you've got a quarter and you ask your dad for 75 cents, how much money would you have? I said, Teacher, I would have a quarter. She said, No, Kaz, you'd have $1. You don't know your arithmetic. I said, No, teacher, I'd have a quarter, and you don't know my dad. History teaches us that George Washington threw a silver dollar across the Potomac River. They also say that George Washington cut down his father's cherry tree and then admitted it to his father because, in his words, I cannot tell a lie. Then history tells us that his father did not even punish him. Could it be because he was the one holding the axe? I decided to help out a bunch of my girlfriends and take over and watch their kids, babysit for them while they had a mom's day out. So I had me about 5, 6, and 7-year-olds at the house, but I had prepared early, and I had a whole bunch of drawing paper, pencils, and crayons for them to be occupied with. So I was walking around looking at each of their artwork. I came across this one little boy that was just furiously scribbling away with a crayon. And I said, Ma, that's interesting. What are you drawing? The little boy said, I'm drawing a picture of God. I said, but nobody knows what God looks like. The little boy said, They will in a minute. My sister was pregnant again, and when she went into labor and went to the hospital to have the baby, I took charge of her first little boy. I took my nephew to the hospital to see his brand new little baby brother, and who was there in the room with the mother. And as we walked in, the newborn little baby was crying and crying and crying. My little nephew looked at his infant baby brother and said, My gosh, where did he come from? So I answered him and I said, He came straight from heaven. Wow, said the little boy, I see why they threw him out. When I was a kid, my Aunt Jenna was always using these big words, and then when I didn't know what the big word meant, she was always educating me and telling me what the big word meant. She got a big kick out of educating me like that. She was always hitting me with words like indulgence, reciprocity, and contagious. I finally broke her one day, though, with the word fascinate. She used the word fascinate, and I said, Oh, I know what that means. What do you think fascinate means? She asked. Well, Aunt Jenna, I replied, you've got a sweater that's got 10 buttons on it, but your old boobs are so big you can only fasten 8. That's all, folks.